Ramadan Day 11, 10 questions Muslims are always faced with during Ramadan. Editor's note: Muslims all over the world have started their fasting during this Ramadan month, and while they are expected to abstain from food and water from dawn to dusk, they still have to deal with series of questions, especially from non-Muslims who are curious about Ramadan. It is interesting, however, because the questions keep coming from different people and it never seems to end. When another Ramadan comes another year, the questions come again and you wonder if the responses you provided the previous year were forgotten or not valid anymore. Here are 10 questions Muslims are tired of being asked about Ramadan. Do you mean you don't take water at all during the day? Of course, that's part of the meaning of fasting, abstinence from food and water. I hope you won't ask me again next Ramadan. Are you allowed to chew gum or take lollipop? After all, it's neither food nor water. No, you can't take lollipop or chew gum. Those two things stimulate release of saliva which you then swallow. Does that mean you are not allowed to swallow your saliva? Really, I don't know how a person goes about swallowing or not swallowing his saliva. Can you stop asking me these questions? So you are going to go without food for the entire month? Sure, Ramadan is the 9th month of the Muslim calendar. It is mandatory for Muslims to fast during the month. I should join you to fasting Ramadan as it looks like a good time to lose weight, right? Abstaining from food and water does not necessarily make you lose weight. In fact, Muslims tend to make up for what they've lost by eating more when they break the fast. Ramadan offers you the opportunity to save more and you'll be richer after fasting? Come on, it doesn't work like that. There is a strong tendency to spend more in a bid to eat well and go for delicacies. Read also, the challenges of fasting in countries with no sunsets. Oh, does that mean after sunset, there is a feast in every Muslim home? You'll need to visit Muslim homes after sunset to verify that. What if you put food in your mouth before you remember that you're fasting? Hun? Well, you spit it out and rinse your mouth and your fast still remains valid. It's a different case if it's intentional. What if you are hungry during Ramadan? Of course, Ramadan does not make you immune to hunger. It's a service to Allah and an obligation to His commandment. Fasting seems like having breakfast and dinner and only skipping lunch, right? It shouldn't be difficult. What will happen if you don't fast? That's all. I can't answer any more questions.